Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chine. Let's get into this Diddy trial. But before we do that, 50 Cent is one of the most pettiest people I've ever seen. He said, does anybody know who Jane Doe is? I'm trying to research for a film. I wonder if he knows who Jane Doe is. Let's get into it. So y'all, this is day 18. Pseudonym witness Jane text to be shown. Inner City Press covers the trial. Now, you know, there's a lot of conversation that goes on before the jury even comes in. So right here, the judge is wanting to know, what about the screenshots of the text between Miss Ventura and Miss Coran? Combs' lawyer says only the text should be admitted, not the photo. The AUSA is like, the jury should know it's a screenshot and not a text. I guess that makes a big difference. AUSA said, my error was only look at the first message. I apologize. The judge was like, you may like screenshots as opposed to the text. AUSA said, we. The judge is like, I'm not done. Child, these people are getting aggravated with each other. Then the AUSA was like, I'm sorry for interrupting you. The judge said, I understand. I'm just not sure this is the hill you want to die on. So Diddy's lawyers says, these texts, you have thousands of videos of my performing every weekend on your phone. They are backward looking and hearsay. We argue that Mr. Combs was upfront about the non-monogamous nature of the relations, as Jane said. Child, so they are attacking Jane Doe's credibility. They're saying that everything that she talked about was consensual, right? And they are admissible to the rebut. The defense is opening, so it's appropriate to introduce these statements. Then Diddy's lawyers was like, the government sent us 6 years of text messages. 6 years? Then they somewhat reduced them. Child, look at your text. Then they bring the jury in and the witnesses, and they bring the jury in and the witnesses. AUSA Comey, good morning. How many times did you travel to Las Vegas? Jane said once on Sean's plane. He was hosting an event. Then he wanted entertainment for the night. We had that. So y'all, now we understand what going off the grid means. She said that means getting free. And Diddy called her a freak. And she said he wanted me to be wild and actual. Do you remember when him and Young Miami were on the Apple podcast talking about his new album Love, and they kept talking about getting off the grid? Child, is Young Miami gonna be in here? And then the AUSA said, did you ask Sean if the entertainers could wear protection? She said yes. That first time with Dunn and another, Sean guilty tripped me out of it. It was something that he wanted to see. And the AUSA was like, what was his tone? She said condescending. And they asked, did he say he did not want the entertainer to wear protection? Child, she said he did not want to see it. He didn't even want the protection in the room, honey. And then the AUSA was like, did you raise it ever when sober and not in a hotel room? She said yes. And they was like, was it ever recorded? She said yes, one that she's aware of. I'm trying to ask the entertainer if he can wear protection, and he was looking for it. So child, they done pulled out a recording. They asked, has she listened to it? She said yes. They showed something that the gallery did not see, and they said, let's start it at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. When you said, I think they're in the chair, what were you referring to? She said the protection, honey. What did you understand what Sean mean when he said you were just taking that eggplant? What? Then Jane was like, we were already having bang bang. And when he said, if you don't touch yourself right now, what was he saying? She said to just move on. And the AUSA was like, why did you think you needed permission from Sean for the man having bang bang with your body to wear protection? Like why would he make that decision about your body? Child, of course, they done objected, they done overruled. It's a sidebar. They up there at the sidebar. So when they get back, the AUSA is like, why did you not say no? She said he would get agitated. How would intercourse with an entertainer end? He'd finish on me. Then what was Sean? We'd have bang bang. Would you clean it up? She said no. And then AUSA was like, why not? She said Sean liked it to play around with it. Then what? I take a shower and get ready for the next one. Typically, how many rounds? Objection, overrule. Every encounter was different. Some 3. Then they asked her would she stop when she was tired. And she said Sean, and then sobs. And then AUSA was like, do you need a moment? She said, I'm sorry. What was your question? How did you say you wanted to stop? She said, I'd say like, I'm hungry and make little faces. Child, did it just, let's keep going. And then she was like, I sent him subtle cues. And they was like, what would he say? He'd say, you're not getting tired on me, are you? Let's go on a high note. Let's finish strong. She is crying. Can you imagine if you're in the bang bang situation and you don't want to do it, but you have to do it? Because if he gets mad, you know what could happen. So you just keep doing it. Okay, so then what would Sean give you to keep you awake and having bang bang with the entertainers? Child, she said, ecstasy. Did you ever cry after one of these hotel nights? She said, twice. Tell us about the first. She said, I thought it was a date night, 101, but he said there would be an entertainer, but just a quick one. Child, that lasted 18 hours. Ain't no way. Let me tell you something. Sean would just have to be mad, and whatever those consequences are, it would just have to be the consequences. We would just have to be tussling. Because for 18 hours, you work 8 hours a day. The other 10, you go to the grocery store, you come home, you fix dinner, help the kids with the homework. Maybe you have some bang bang with your person. And you try to just calm down from your day and go to sleep. You going for 18 hours? That is crazy. Child, she said, and after 18 hours and 3 rounds with the entertainer. So Diddy is directing all of this. She said Sean said he had to leave and she started crying. Then that made him upset, right? And then they asked her was she with someone else. She said, I was with Sean. It was at the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills early in our relationship. What did he say? She was like, he said, are you crying? Child, he was look disgusted with her. Then he just sat there listening to music. I was clinging to him. He said he could move things around with his family, and I could go home with him. I just wanted to be in his arms after all of that. What? After he made you do all of that? Then the AUSA was like, and the second time, she said, I was in the shower after one of these nights. And then the AUSA interrupted her. She said, is your memory spotty? What do you remember? She said, I was so high. I was having bang bang with Paul. Then I was in the shower with Sean. He said, stop it. I'm too high. Then she was asked if the hotel nights were like her work. Like, was that work for you? Objection, overruled. Jane said it was work from the start to finish. What did you do to try to get them to end sooner? She said, I tried to have bang bang with the entertainers fast. But what if they don't go fast? You know what I'm saying? She was in there working, honey. Then the AUSA was like, what did you do to try to speed things up? I do foreplay and bring them into the room. Sean would say, slow it down, more foreplay. What words would he use? Objection. The judge said, that's fair. Time frame. So they gave May to October of 2023. Child, from May of 2021 to October of 2023, what would Sean say? She said, he say, I'm not ready to see that yet. How would you feel? They said sidebar. The judge said sure. I don't understand why they can't get through something. Child, they get back from the sidebar. The AUSA was like, how did you feel? I'd want to be with him at the end. Where would you go? To his residence. Was there any part of these hotel nights you enjoyed? She said, being with Sean. Y'all, I'm going to go on to part 2. This is part 1. I'll be right back.